never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga.
Another day free, why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
I'm fucking with my nigga tag visuals. We going up all 2025. Hide your bitch, hide your wife, and you better not think twice.
Let's go! Remember, y'all heard it first. Let's go. Smash that like button, share and slide. Big two.
I hope your breath stay with a dookie smell. I hope soon as you get them done, bitch, you break every fucking nail. I hope you wake up and realize you gotta tell. I hope when Jesus comes, you the only person there he send to hell. I hope your kids go to school and just fail. I hope you open a mailbox every day and that bitch ain't got no mail. I hope the plug serve you off a broke scale. I hope your house burned down and you can't find no hotel. I hope roaches crawl on you when you sleep. I hope you never have sex, but it still burn when your ass pee. I hope they steal your car and they sell it cheap. I hope you get a permanent black stain on the bottom of your feet. I hope somebody pour bleach on all your clothes. I hope you get COVID and can't never smell through your nose. I hope your best friend group chat get exposed. I hope your baby daddy beat you for cheating. You ain't even got no hoes. I hope the worst. I hope you're allergic to your shirt. I hope it's an off day for everybody and you the only one at work. I hope they see boo-boo crumbs when you twerk. I hope they show your close friends to everybody at your mama church. I hope everybody you love hate you. I hope you heard that first part I made. And
Yeah, y'all remember where y'all heard that shit first. Y'all remember where y'all heard that first. That goes, nah, let me shut up. Let me shut up. I had a bad spirit on me, I'm just getting from the doctor. I had a bad spirit on me. I have a bad spirit on me. I had a bad spirit on me. I had a bad spirit on me. I had a bad spirit on me. Your point guard, you was just about to get 10 seconds, but you all right. I ain't gonna fuck with you. Shout out to Capo in the building. Just got back from the doctor just in time, and I got back to the doctor literally minutes before 1 o'clock, so I ain't have to worry about nobody saying that I was late. I have to worry about nobody giving me no hell because I was late. You understand what I'm saying, T? So I got some great conversation today. I got some great conversation. I got some great content, at least for the adults that want some great content. Shout out to the people that's in the chat. Shout out to the people that believe in intelligence over ignorance, because I like to have a good time too, y'all. Y'all know I joke and scream and play in 10 seconds and do the Down syndrome talk, but I just like to have a good time, but I'm just really not a playful person. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. Everybody sends your prayers and everything like that, because the devil be working. The devil just stay working. You understand what I'm saying to you? The devil stay working, and it's sometimes, y'all, that shit is hard. 7, I didn't even know. I hit you 7 when I get off this. I forgot about your real name. I wouldn't even think. my spirit has just been like this not a good one. This month is not a good one. Sunday, that's that day. 24 years I lost my mother. I don't do it. And tomorrow, see, this crazy part is I lost my mother August 17th, 2002. I lost my father August 15th, 2004. Y'all, do you understand this shit? I lost my mother August 17th, 2002. I lost my father August 15th, 2004. It's like he waited 2 years. Like he almost hit it to the same date on 2 years. He was 2 days short of my mother's 2-year anniversary. So, but the devil working. Y'all got to keep praying for me. You know what I'm saying? The devil working. The devil's working, but he ain't that strong. He's not that strong. I tell people that shit. The devil's dangerous. He's very dangerous. He's only strong when it comes to the people that's weak-minded. He's only strong when it comes to the people that's weak-minded. That's why I'm gonna always keep this picture from now on. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna always fight. And then I learned I just gotta stay away from certain shit, y'all. I be telling people to stay away from shit. I got to learn to take my own fucking advice and stay away from shit. It's so sad that it's only like 2 or 3 people that I could support on YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? Because like it's just it's sad. It's just a bunch of people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't even really go. Yo, you know what's some fucked up shit? I can't even go to a chat and do nothing but laugh. Like for real. Sometimes I be wanting to go to certain chats. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be saying to myself, well, if the cop topic is something important or something that I feel as though I can build on, I would love to get on the stage. But you can't, because I heard somebody say today that they be wanting to be serious, but because the chat is a bunch of people that aren't serious, I was going to say something else, but because the chat are people that aren't serious, they can't be serious. They said that since the chat is a bunch of people that want to just joke and play, that's who they're going to be. They're going to let that temperament be that. So you know what? I can't beef. So I appreciate everybody that's over here, everybody that comes over here, everybody that's subscribed to here. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The first thing I want to talk to y'all about is, can you hear me crystal clear? If you can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, could you do me a favor and put some dice cubes up so I can shout out everybody that's typed in the chat so far? Can you dig it? Can you just do that for me? Can you do that for me? Anybody but a dead body. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Just let me know. Harley, appreciate you, sis. She was the first one. She said, yo, Big Dice, your audio was good. Let me shoot to the top and shout out everybody that's in the building. There's a bunch of people in the building. Let's go, y'all. Let's get this up. You know what I'm saying? The first one in the building, East New York. The sis says, Luke Dice. She said, I'm going to need you to change the time tomorrow, please. I'll be available at 11 a.m. So that's why I didn't go live this morning at 9 o'clock, because I was going to go to live before I went to the doctor, because I actually had an 11:45 appointment. But everything worked out, right? You know what I'm saying? Because this is some content that I think that y'all wanted to hear about. Anyway, we got Harley in the building. I see you, sis. GP is in the building. I see you. My bro, FTC Vice in the building. Yo, Drop Guard, peace. I saw your comment the other day, because sometimes I go over certain shows, and Drop Guard said, damn, Dice, you always make me like think again, or you always make me look at something from a different perspective. So when I get people that tell me things like that, I'm doing my job. If I can have somebody say, yo, you know what? Damn, like, and for him to admit it, like, God damn, Dice. So something I must have been talking about must have resonated in his life and made him think about something I may have said. So I did my job. We got my sister Seven in the building. She's here. She's here. She's definitely here. You know what I'm saying? We got Miss Tanja. Hey, Miss Tanja, she's still in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up, sis. You know, your family over here. That's cold-blooded fact. You know what I'm saying? APO East New York. I see you in the building, my bro. He said that Onyx was a big track. A lot of people don't even understand. That was, boy, we used to listen to Onyx before we did a bunch of dumb shit. So God forgive me for the things that I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to front. That Onyx just made us go crazy. Queen Gigi, I see you in the building. I never forget when 50 Cent said that shit. He said, I'm thinking about taking my own life. I might as well. But it might not be no weed spots in hell, because that's where I'm going, because the devil's inside of me. What? Yo, he said, yo, that was something that so many dudes back in the days felt like it was certain times that certain stuff was going on in people's lives where they just felt like, yo, you know what, this shit ain't even worth living. Thinking about taking my own life. I might as well, but they might not be no weed spots in hell, because that's where I'm going, because the devil's inside of me. Yo, that's different type of lyrics. We never gonna get that energy back. We got my man Rich Martinez in the building from the cave. Appreciate you, bro, for pulling up with that great music and all that. Appreciate you for playing the great music and all that. See who else we got up in the building. See if we got anybody else. Did I miss anybody? Make sure I didn't miss nobody. We got Capo, a.k.a. Point Guard, in the building. He here. I almost shot him. When he first walked in the door, y'all. He said, yo, Tanja, what up, sexy? That shit almost got you shot. You almost got shot. I'm not saying you got shot for saying Miss Tanja is sexy, no. But when you come to say, hey, chat. Hello, chat. Yo, what up, Big Dice? And then if you feel as though you want to get on your PIMPING, you do what you will, until one of the ladies say, yo, you stalking me. Or if one of my sisters be like, yo, Dice, get him. We're going to send your ass out of here for 24 hours. You understand what I'm saying to you? Dog Soldiers in the building. Who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? The Lone Wolf. Appreciate you, beloved, for pulling up in the building. First time I seen you in here. Don't let it be your last time. You heard me? Yo, Sheep. I see you in the building. Yo, Sheep pardoned me yesterday, too. Yo, my fault, Sheep. My fault. Sheep did a hell of a show yesterday, y'all. I was going to do a part 2 on it. And, yo, my fault. It's like, yo, what Sheep was saying yesterday just hit my heart so deeply. So deeply, because the fate for our women today is scary, y'all. The shit is scary, y'all. All jokes aside, man, like, this shit is real scary, like, for the fate of our women today. You dig what I'm saying? Just Eric, I see you in the building. He said, real talk, I was praying for you the last couple of days. I didn't want to cross no boundaries by typing in the chat. Nah, my dude, you good. Yo, E, you know you good, boy. Don't worry about that. All them prayers I need, bro. Let me say something to you. If you see something, y'all speak about it. I'm really one of them people because I know sometimes I see things in people that they don't see. So all that good love and all them prayers and all that shit, y'all keep doing that shit, man. The cynical one, I see you in the building, sis. Big Monique. Damn, I think about my homegirl every time I see her now. Angie, baby! Go ahead. Forehead is in the building. She's in the building. Go ahead. She's in the building. Nah, that's my word up. I don't fuck with people chats and stuff like that, but you're 100% right. I appreciate you though, bro. It's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's like, yo, I can't, how can I say this shit? Like the old timer said, he just raised the hairs in my spirit. Because if y'all ain't see that show he did yesterday, y'all crazy. Like, she got the best, to me, best content hand down on YouTube. Best content hands down on YouTube. Because I have to understand what people take for content. Certain things is content. Certain things is conversations that people describe as content. Can't get mad at none of that. I can't get mad at none of that. You understand what I'm saying to you? So whatever everybody got going on for them, y'all, if that's what you feel as though you need to push and promote, do it. I just try to tell people to be mindful of the energy that you put out in the world, because we're at the age now where the energy is not going to affect us. The only way that the energy is going to affect you in your 40s and your 50s if you don't have any children. See, there's some people that don't have any children, so all that trauma, that toxic energy, that bitch is gonna come right back to you. But see, when you get past a certain age, and the Most High feels as though that your mental is supposed to be on a different swivel, see, he ain't gonna throw it to you. He gonna throw it to your children. Yeah. Yeah. You see, the sins of the parents. Y'all ever heard that saying? The sins of the parents fall on thy children. Yeah. Word up. The sins of, just like the sins of our parents has fell on us. So a lot of the shit that y'all going through, ladies, it's because of your parents. A lot of the shit you're going through, feathers, is because of your parents. You're suffering from your father's sins. And a lot of you ladies is suffering from the sins of your mothers. Not intentional sins, but sins against God. But I got some things to talk about tonight. The first thing I want to show y'all is the Boondocks predicted something, and I'm starting to wonder, maybe this is the reason why our women are becoming so, how can I say, tough? Because check this out. The Boondocks predicted this so many years ago. If you remember this, when Riley came in the house because he was messing with the guy named Thuglicious, Riley said, the new gangsters, and he said this back in the days, go to the Boondocks. He said the new gangsters are going to be wearing dresses. That's what he said. That's what the Boondocks said. The Boondocks is the first ones that started talking about, check this out now, which is coming out of all the type of the industry, homosexual activity between so-called thug gangsters. Maybe this is why our women are so tough. Maybe this is why our women have adapted to these characteristics of being so aggressive. Maybe this is the reason why our women are so upset, because they no longer have the luxury of being women anymore. See, back in the days, women used to have the luxury of being a woman. No, y'all never heard that before? Y'all never heard that saying? It's the first time. The women back in the days had the luxury of being a woman. So see, pay attention. Let me get you right. Let me say it again. Women back in the days had the luxury of being a woman. But now, the women are going to work for 10 and 12 hours a day. The women are looking for overtime. The women can't be women no more. They can't even come home and cater to their children the way they want to because they're too tired. Y'all didn't hear that? I said the women can't even come home and cater to their children today because they are too tired from working. They're angry, they're bitter, they're upset. Back in the days, the men, what I mean by men, the men went to work. The men provided. The men made sure every time they walked out of their home, they came in with $1. But when they men came home, like she said some real deep shit yesterday, it's to the fact now where women don't even know how to manipulate their sexuality. Back in the days, if you told a woman you was coming to see her, all you had to do, that you had to make an agreement with that woman, and she was like, well, make sure you be at my house like around 7, 8 o'clock. Because they used to say things, listen to what the women, the real women, let me tell you what, I don't know about everybody. They might not have had these conversations, your FTC. They might not have got these conversations, but when I was outside at one time or another, women would tell me, yo, GP, maybe they didn't get this. Women would tell me, I'm going to put them kids to sleep like around 7, 8. So you pull up like around 8:30, 9 o'clock. See, but when you got to the house, the real mothers done instilled the fear of God in their children. I done fed you. You done been washed. You got to take your ass to sleep because you got to go to school in the morning. If I hear y'all in there, or if I hear you in there running your mouth, I'm coming in there with my belt. What up, Trace? See, I don't know. So she said, I don't know, if everybody got that. See, when women tell me, yo, make sure you be there by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Dice. See, she said something that the women today, when they tell you to come to the house at 9 o'clock, they have to go get in the shower. Yo, give me a minute. Let me go get in the shower. See, when we came to the houses back in the days, a chick had incense all over the place, usually had a blunt or two rolled up. Even though they knew you was bringing your bud, they had their own reefer. And when you walked in that house, they was smelling like a pack of now ladies. They was smelling like a pack of now ladies, y'all. Looking delicious, voluptuous, you know, all type of juice and meat hanging out. You remember when they used to say stuff like, when you get to the crib, you be like this? Remember this shit, sheep? When you get to the crib, you be like, yo, dog. Remember when you get to the crib, you be like, yo, what that? Whoa. What's that you got on? Remember that look we had now, that thirsty look? Oh, shit. What's that you got on? And then they would say some of the most silliest comments like, well, I hope you don't think you're getting none. I'm in my house. I'm just comfortable. Y'all remember they used to say that? I hope you don't think you're getting none tonight. I hope you don't think you're getting none tonight. Ain't that facts? Yo, niggas stand at the door like this. I ain't never seen that suit on you before. Mister, I think for myself, what up? You remember when they used to be doing like, and then they come back with that, oh, this ain't nothing. I've been had this. You remember that? Oh, this ain't nothing. I've been had this. See, niggas is so motherfucking emotional and they done turn so sexual. If they say that to a nigga today, oh, I've been had this. Bitch ass nigga be like, yo, you done wore that shit for another nigga? We didn't give a fuck who you wore that shit for. We didn't give a fuck how many. We didn't care nothing about no nigga you wore that shit. Who the fuck ever asked a chick back in the days, oh, that the first time you wore that lingerie? That the first time you wore that? That's why I'm noticing women today, they don't want to do the extras no more because men not being men. Let's get to this great work, y'all. I did a show, and I'm so glad this came out because, yo, I did a show, right? I did a show because so many people was worried about it because I was worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I was worried about it. And after I play this song right quick, I'm gonna let y'all know what I was worried about. Can you dig it? Old school throwback Thursday. Yo, Flush. Yo, y'all remember this one, y'all? Yo, Ross. Yo, dog, you remember this?
When I call
Let me find out they ain't let me play Royal Flush. What the hell? Yeah, I think you know what, that might have been, yo, I ain't gonna say that. Ain't no way in hell they was supposed to hit or get upset about me playing that because they give you the option to trim out your songs after you record. So anyway, I spoke about something. Was any of y'all here when I spoke about the KENNEKA Jenkins show, the KENNEKA Jenkins story? Was anybody here? Was any of y'all here when I spoke about the KENNEKA Jenkins story? Just Eric, that had to be some hater. I play music all the time, Just. They give you the option to trim it out before you put on your, your monetization thing. Okay, y'all said y'all remember the situation with KENNEKA Jenkins. All right, boom. I came up here and told everybody the truth. I told everybody the truth. I never told y'all where I got the information from. And the reason why I never told y'all where I got the information from, because certain information I wasn't supposed to receive, but I received it. And somebody told me, they was like, yo, Dice, do me a favor. You got a great show. Let this information get out about KENNEKA. And when I said, what? And I said, sure, they killed over the organ transplants and all that. He said, they ain't kill her over no fucking organ transplant. I said, sure, they did the ones that supposedly they said the gang beat her up or whatever because she was telling. He said, niggas ain't no gang beat her up. I said, you mean to tell me the same story that the guy Zach TV, unfortunately going down that rabbit hole trying to find out about KENNEKA Jenkins, they said that he was getting so close to solving the case is the reason why he was killed? Nah, the person told me the reason why Zach TV, unfortunately, was unalive is because Chicago really has a policy pertaining to snitching. They don't believe in snitching. They believe in getting back. They don't believe in you telling about anything pertaining to anything that has to do with the police. Well, I told y'all what happened. I told y'all that after all this time, it was a security guard. I told y'all it was a security guard. I said the security guard that was watching night shift was actually one of the young security guards, and they did a whole remodeling of the hotel kitchen. So the old side of the hotel kitchen, it was actually just a place where most of the kids used to go if they was having a little parties, to drink, smoke their little weed, gamble, and so forth and so forth. Now, Miss KENNEKA Jenkins, unfortunately, she was drunk. She was drunk. She has consumed a little bit too much alcohol, and they were some allegations that she might have been dealing with a little bit of drugs that night. They got her a little rule. So the reason why she left that hotel room that night, it's because she really was just going downstairs. She really was just going downstairs. She was trying to get downstairs because she wanted some air. She was feeling so hot. She just wanted some air. Like, she told everybody it was too crowded up in that room. Y'all been in house parties before, so y'all know the heat that accumulates in a house party. Black people heat is the most powerful heat in the world. So make a long story short, they showed her walking all around the hotel and staggering and stuff like that because Shorty was drunk. And the reason why they showed her, people fail to realize, they said they wanted to know why they never seen her get in the hotel. In the elevator. The reason why you never seen her get in the elevator because she was trying to get downstairs. She was walking down the stairs because she said that she told her friends she was overheating. Now check this out. This is the real story. When she went downstairs, she was cutting through the old side of the kitchen because the old side of the kitchen goes straight to the middle part of the court where everybody would be in the middle. So while she was walking through the kitchen, the security guard was over there with his cousin. His cousin had pulled up and brought him some weed. They were smoking weed. KENNEKA knew the security guard. I think his name was Honcho. Honch or something. Macho or Mako, some shit like that. I'm about to show y'all in the video. Make a long story short, he tried to manipulate the video to make it seem like she just was walking around in circles. No, she walked downstairs and was trying to cut through the kitchen. May she rest in peace, to go outside and get some air. So when he saw her, she was so drunk, he was asking her, yo, what's wrong? The guy said he gave her the spliff. She took a couple of pulls off the spliff, and she was like, yo, I don't feel good. And the dude, unfortunately, said to her, well, you know, I got something for that if you don't feel good. Because of the outfit that she had on, the promiscuous outfit she had on, he decided to try to force himself on her. Unbeknownst to him, KENNEKA was not that drunk to the fact where she didn't understand what was going on, and she began to fight back vigorously. The cousin said that he picked the girl up and slammed her on her face. He picked her up, slammed her on her face, and where the old cooler was. When he slammed her on her face, she became unconscious, and y'all know the rest of the story. The cousin raped her, sexually assaulted her, and then closed the door and put the freezer on. Now, see, she died of asphyxiation. Cold air. She didn't die because of no bruises or nothing like that. When he unfortunately did that to your child, she was still alive. Now, the reason why we know all this, because his cousin got caught up in some real situations with the feds pertaining to drugs in Chicago and guns. So his cousin said, yo, check this out. Will you niggas let me get out of jail if I tell y'all who killed KENNEKA Jenkins? He told the whole story about what his cousin did, how the security guard unalived her, raped her, and then left her in the freezer purposely to freeze after he put the freezer on. A lot of people don't be believing what I say, so check this out. Look at this. Because people be saying Dice don't know what he's talking about, because I do be trying to do a little research when it comes to this. So respect my journalism. Like they say, respect my pimping when it comes to this. Let's go.
Us about the KENNEKA Jenkins case. The truth is finally out. That case had the whole world's attention, even my own, losing sleep trying to find out what happened to KENNEKA Jenkins. Zach TV lost his life for going down that KENNEKA Jenkins rabbit hole. And if you don't know about the case, let me give it to you briefly. KENNEKA Jenkins went to a hotel party with her friends. She partied. They was on live having fun. She got a little bit drunk. She left the room. When she left the room, she was supposed to come right back. She never came back. Now, camera footage in the hotel shows her walking around the hotel, walking downstairs, coming out of elevators. Needless to say, that night that she was in the hotel with her friends was her last night on Earth. They found her in a freezer, frozen to death. And of course, it was conspiracy after conspiracy, and allegedly, now the truth is out. Basically, what reports are saying is, allegedly, a person named Macho took her life. So Macho was the overnight security guard, and basically, on his break, he used to go downstairs in an area in the kitchen with his friend, who was the witness, and smoke. So basically, while Macho and the witness were smoking around 3 o'clock in the morning, KENNEKA Jenkins came downstairs. The witness that was smoking with Macho said that KENNEKA Jenkins woke up to Macho because she recognized him, and she was like, basically, what you doing here, Macho? They conversated back and forth for a minute. Then she told Macho she felt funny. And Macho said, I can make you feel better. And I'm not going to get into details, but you know exactly what happened after that. So, of course, Macho was violating. KENNEKA wanted him to stop. She slapped him. She did a couple of other things. He got mad. Then he slammed her on her face. That's a coward, man. And after that, of course, you know, he took advantage of her and threw her body in the freezer. That shit is crazy because they definitely try to sweep that shit under the rug. Like nothing ain't happened. Like nobody ain't do nothing. They play with the camera footage. They play with these people's family. That shit's crazy. Hopefully now she can rest in peace, man. So
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, it's bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Rest in peace to KENNEKA JENKINS. I hope that brought some ease to some of the people's hearts because it had me really, really upset. We got Artist Morrison in the building. Yeah. I really want to ask y'all something, ladies. I want to ask you something. I got to talk to the ladies about this one. But let me ask the fellas something first. Yo, fellas, say for instance, hypothetically speaking, you pass away. You married, you got a wife, y'all got kids and all that, and you pass away. Let me ask y'all something. Would y'all want y'all wife to remarry? Gentlemen, let me ask you that. Would you want your wife to remarry? Matter of fact, let me ask you a deeper question. Would you want your wife to have other children? Don't answer that question so fast. Don't say yes and don't say no so fast because that's a fucking hell of a fucking question. I said, would you want your wife to marry someone else? I said, would you want your wife to be impregnated by someone else? That's a fact. Harley said, being a Muslim, you hold up, you ain't no damn man. 10 seconds. I'm talking to the fellas first. How do y'all feel about that? Should your lady move on with her life, have other children, marry again? Should she do that? So let me ask the ladies right quick. That's a fact, huh? Let me ask the ladies right quick. Would you marry another man after your husband died? After your husband died. After your husband died. After you have children with your husband and he died. Not a boyfriend, not a baby mother. I said your husband died. Do you think that you should marry another man and have his children? Seriously, be real, ladies. Should you? See, because I'm from the old school, and I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front. I know I got old school family members. GP said, talk GP, he said women got more nerves down there than men. So she going to move on eventually. My grandmother said when she passed away, I don't want another man. My grandmother said when my grandfather died, I don't want another man. The old school parents, the old school women, they don't want another man. Why? I don't know. Me personally, I would want my woman, if she was happy, I would want her to be happy. But I'm not going to front, y'all. East New York said, Dice, when my grandmother said when my grandfather died, I had one man in my life. I'm not washing any of the man's socks. Any other man's socks, I'm done. I know one thing. I bet y'all ain't know this. I bet you ain't know this. I bet y'all ain't know that. I bet y'all ain't know that. I bet y'all ain't know that. I don't like this shit. I'm not going to lie to you. I bet y'all ain't know that. Do y'all know who this is? Do y'all know who this is right here? Pregnant like a motherfucker. Do y'all know who this is right here? Anybody but a dead body? See what Dog said? I was 13. My grandfather died. My grandmother never entertained another the rest of her life. East New York said, who is she? Holly said, no. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all who that is. That's Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's ex-wife. That's Kobe Bryant's ex-wife. And she is now pregnant by Boston Celtics player, basketball player, Kwame Brown. That's who he is. Oh, yeah. You know, wait. Nah. She is pregnant for another basketball player who is years younger than her. See, let me explain something to you, ladies. When you marry certain niggas like Kobe, you can't fuck nobody else in the public. You can't have no baby. You can't do that. When you fucking with a nigga like Kobe, when you got them type relationships, you can't have no other babies. And then you went to a dude that could be your child. Literally can be your child. And now you're pregnant with his baby. If I was Kobe Bryant, I'd haunt that woman every goddamn day. Yeah, I would. Go ahead and get mad at me. Put the hater sign about haunt her every goddamn day. When she was taking the shit out, haunt her. When she was looking in the mirror, I'd be standing right there beside her. This is what you did to me? I'd be knocking over my trophies in the house. Anything pertaining to basketball, I'd be throwing basketballs all around the house. She'd be walking around the kitchen. I'd just get a basketball and elevate that shit and throw it around the house. Because to me, it's only one word that I can say. It's only, Annette, what up, girl? It's only one word that I can say for this. And that's the words of Kobe Bryant. Despicable. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Yeah, he's very young. That's Kwame Brown from the Boston Celtics. She could be his mother. Now, see, when shit like that happen, I don't think about love, ladies. I think about you just wanted some dick. Now, I don't think about no love. I think about you just wanted some dick. And quote unquote, if you fucking Kwame Brown, who was a freshman or whatever in the league when your husband passed away, how long you been wanting to fuck her? Huh? Huh? Yo, Chief, I see you in the building. How you feel about this, Chief? That's Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's ex-wife. And now she's expecting a baby for another NBA player. Mr. Kwame Brown. See, the part that I don't want y'all to overlook, they never got divorced. See, this is when certain things should not even be considered. Kobe Bryant never got divorced from her. He died. Technically, they're still married. He died. She didn't say when he was alive, we're not together anymore. He didn't say when he was alive, we're not together anymore. When they were alive, they were supposed to be the dream team. Huh? Ron BX, salute. How you feel about this, Ron? Kobe Bryant's wife right here, Miss Vanessa Bryant, is pregnant for NBA player Kwame Brown. Yeah, she's pregnant. What you think that is, a tumor? What you think that's, a tumor in that? She's pregnant. The only word I can say is despicable. Ho. I ain't gonna say it's about no money. Nope. I can't agree with that one, Holly. It ain't about no motherfucking money. Do you know how much money she got? You know how much money she got? Oh, no, that ain't no rumor, my G. That's a fact. That ain't no goddamn rumor. You see that right there? That ain't no AI picture. That's them. That ain't no rumor. They together. They are together. And she's everywhere with them. I didn't even put the other pictures up where she was kissing them all in his motherfucking mouth in front of paparazzi. I felt that was just too disrespectful to the Black Mamba. Ron BX, now check it out, ladies. He said, Nav, he said, that's her, if she's pregnant, that's her life and her decision. But she was married. And Kobe died. They were together. And see, you heard what Ron said? The perfect thing he just said. Let me put that up again. He said, even if she's pregnant, pay attention to this, y'all. This is the very important part of this. That's her life, but check this last part out. And that's her decision. Like my mother always said, a woman is going to do what she wanna, when she wanna, with who she wanna. Ron BX said, was she supposed to be single for the rest of her life? Yes. Yes, she was, Ron, in my opinions. Should I say she was supposed to have some sex? Should I say she should have a companion? Should she have a friend? Yes to all of the above. Yes, she should. No, she should have a companion. Yes, she should. If she wanted to go have somebody to rock that boat for her, I will say that's her right. But I do not agree with her having another baby, and I do not agree with her being with an NBA player that could be her son, and carrying that kid baby. That's totally disrespectful. That's totally disrespectful. That's just my opinion, y'all. I'm only one person. That's just how I feel about it. Everybody else got their opinions. I just say if she would have, like you said, had somebody that was a friend like y'all say. You know what, like, ladies, when y'all say y'all got a friend, I can understand you say he just a friend. That's why we all got great, quote unquote, opinions. He said, they ain't disrespectful to me. I haunt her every day, Ron. Yo, Ron, I would haunt her. I'm gonna drop it in a second, Harley. I would haunt her every day. Yeah, I'm petty like that. I'd haunt her ass every damn day. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Your boy Petty. East New York says she could have even dated someone from a baseball team. She went and got another NBA player. But I don't think it's about no money because her money long. Kobe left them, her money so long. She really got long money. Because people don't even know about that league that Kobe got across seas in Japan. People don't even know that deal he just did with Disney for the animation. Word up. He said, nah. He said, laugh out loud. She deserves happiness and a new start. He said she worth $600 million. Oh, excuse me. You're right. My fault. Not Kwame Brown. Jaylen Brown. Forgive me. Thank you, Just. Appreciate that. Well, I know it's still a goddamn Brown, and she said it's going down. Something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. A nigga Puff suing for $100 million. That nigga Puff is suing for $100 million. He's suing NBC for defamation of character because of the document series that they put out pertaining to him like he says, his words, not mine, that described him as a monster. He want that money. He said he want $100 million for defamation of character. And see, the reason why he got a chance with this is because he was not found guilty of the heinous crimes that they tried to give him. Word up. You know what I'm saying? He was not found guilty of the heinous crimes that they tried to give him. So I'm going to stay up on that and see what's going on. That's a fact. Defamation of character, he has a right because, remember, everybody had Puff written off. He's never coming home from jail. Nah, Puff beat them charges, y'all. Now pay attention. Before he was even found guilty or not guilty, all these people decided to do these documentaries pertaining to his life. Pay attention. And they did a lot of research and digging that could have been detriment, and it could have been influential to the jurors if they would have seen anything pertaining to these documentaries, pertaining to how he lived, pertaining to how he allegedly ran his empire with an iron fist, and allegedly how he was such a strong person pertaining to violence when it came to extortion. So I'm going to stay up on that. And then, last but not least, the Pentagon still is telling us to be forewarned. They're telling us to be forewarned because they said they are tracking a mothership. Now, pay attention. Pay attention. They're tracking a mothership that's either, they said, carrying Sumerians like this. This is all the police of Sumerian tribe of people. But can y'all pay attention to something? Do you understand the similarity? Can you tell me the similarity? Look real good. Let me see if y'all can catch it. Do you see the similarity? Anybody know what's so similar? Anybody? Anybody? See, some of y'all laughing because y'all must ain't read the book of Enoch, like Harley. Y'all think this shit is a joke. And it's so crazy because we have been brainwashed all our lives to understand that they are there, but not to believe that they are there. Okay, so if that's the case, if y'all don't believe in aliens, why did they have Gazoo and the Flintstones? Why did they have the movie? That's a chill, GP. Don't give down. They ain't ready, GP. They ain't ready, GP. Why are so many shows depicting alien interaction? And the last but not least, you pay attention to the skin color. She said, yo, you asked us, this is a sister thing. You asked us if you remind us anybody. We replied nicely. I was talking about black people. I'm talking about black, the color of bronze and black. Y'all crazy. You see the shades of skin right here? Green, brown, bronze. See, because in the book of Enoch, they talked about all this, y'all. See, the only Bible in the world that speaks about any of this is the Ethiopian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible. I ain't fucking with y'all. Don't say nothing when that shit happened. Don't be asking me to do no lives on the spottings and shit like that. Don't be like, yo, Dice, why you not talking about them? Don't ask me why I'm not talking about them because y'all said it's not happening, right? The Anunnaki is here. They never went nowhere. Harley said they coming. They never went nowhere. See, they never went nowhere. And they said when they come back this time, they coming back to destroy everyone. Pay attention. This may sound like a joke to y'all. Hear this. They coming back to destroy everyone that destroyed and discredited their people, which are allegedly us. They said they coming back, quote unquote, just for slavery. Just for slavery. Because you notice how, let's be real for a minute. You notice we always ask ourselves if God really loves us or if there's really a God. Why did God allow slavery to happen? Why did God allow it? Like if it really was a God, he wouldn't let us go through nothing like that, right? For real. If God loved you, why would he let us go through slavery? That's some real shit that people don't want to think about. And it was so many times, even back to slavery, when they were singing songs like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, come on and take us home. Chariot means ship. Chariot means ship. Just like when they said Jesus appeared on a cloud. They said he appeared on a cloud and he was 33 years old. Now, if a cloud forms as quickly as 45 minutes and can dissolve with pressure as quick as 5 to 15 seconds, and they said the cloud that he appeared on had a bursting flame out the back. Now, pay attention. If you look up the word cloud means craft. This is a Greek word for craft. And a cloud, if a cloud forms in 45 minutes and can dissolve with pressure from 5 to 15 minutes, that means a cloud can't hold a cell phone. That means a cloud can't hold a glass of water. That means a cloud can't hold a basketball. So how did that cloud appear holding a 33-year-old man? Well, let's get to something next. I ain't going to talk about that no more. Just remember where y'all been hearing it first, because I've been telling y'all about alien shit for 3 years. Y'all used to laugh at me. I've showed you exact footage and documentation in California that just happened. That shit was caught on tape where the police said they never seen and experienced nothing like that before in their life. But I got a good story for y'all right quick. Everybody always say that it's racism. I don't believe in racism. I believe in good people and I believe in bad people. I don't believe in racism. I believe in good people, bad people, evil people, bad people. Evil people, good people. So I want y'all to pay attention to what happened with grandma. We're going to call her grandma. Because everybody talk about, hey, salute, beloved. They always talking about how white people are bad. That's not true. Let's check this story out. Remember, y'all heard this first, man. Let's go.
We'll see you soon. Thank you, Jake. New at 5, we first brought you the story of Christine Marshall, more affectionately known as Mama, just a few weeks ago. The 81-year-old has been living in a car outside her dilapidated South Memphis home for 3 years.
After your news leader shared her story, nearly $75,000 of donations came in to help her. Now, one Memphis man is telling Mama, keep your money, as he is planning to build her a house for free.
Yeah, what luck. WREG's Harrison Klopp has been following Mama's story from the beginning. And Harrison, you know, it sounds like someone is taking care of the labor and supplies for free.
Greg, Stephanie, good evening. One of the city's top contractors is coming to the rescue, but he's not doing it alone.
Saw the story on y'all's news station, and that night I just couldn't sleep, so I reached out to the news station and kind of trying to get a little information about it. And so finally the next day you guys got me in touch with the son, and I came out and met with Miss Marshall and the son. And once I met her for the first time, dude, she melted my heart, and I was like, I've got to help this lady.
Memphis contractor Jason Smith describing the moment he first learned about Christine Marshall's story, as he immediately felt he had to do whatever it took to get Mama's house rebuilt. But it turns out Mama's house was beyond repair, as it would take a complete teardown and rebuild.
This wire right here has so much tension on it, and it's like just holding right here. It's almost like, this has flex to it. You can actually see this moving. And you got a fence gate right here where it's done kind of dug into it. I guarantee if you open that fence up right here, this whole side just goes.
Smith then turned to social media, asking if the community would help him out with labor and supplies. Within hours, he heard from competitors, architects, woodworkers, electricians, plumbers, and even complete strangers.
I had a guy send me a message. He said, man, I've lost everything I had 2 years ago through a divorce. He said, I can't afford to, donate the materials, but I'll donate my time and my labor.
As Smith is waiting on the city to approve certain building regulations, he already has the design for Mama's new house, as he shared the plans exclusively with WREG. He estimates a cost of anywhere from $125,000 to $150,000 for the rebuild. As far as Mama's $75,000 she raised through her GoFundMe, he's told the 81-year-old with throat cancer to keep her money.
None of the subs are making a dime. We all know going into this is 100% on us. We're not, everything's donations.
We also had the chance to show Mama her new house today, as she jumped with joy.
Your house.
Smith says he'd like to have Mom a new house by Christmas. From South Memphis, I'm Harrison Klomp, your news leader, WREG.
They can't say all white people are bad and evil because you just heard that man tell that woman, yo, keep that 75 you got. I don't even want that shit. That's crazy. The man saw that this woman was living in her car, operating, trying to get in and out of the house for 3 years in a car. The man said he put it up on a social media site, and within seconds, contractors, people with donations from material, like God is good, like all jokes aside. Like he said, a man just got up there and told him he went through a hell of a divorce. He said he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. I was talking about that the other day too. He said he ain't got no money, but he would give some of his time. East New York said, what's up with this Legionnaire's disease? I spoke about that. I did a show about that like, what, 2 weeks ago? Because they said that it was coming. They said that the parasite in that water was all over the Bronx, all over Harlem. It was 4 area codes in Harlem and in the Bronx that they said the Legionnaire's bacteria was actually coming straight through the water. And it was one case so far of someone unfortunately dying because of that shit. And they talking about they don't know how to stop it because they don't know where it came from. It's supposed to be some type of bacteria disease that gets inside of you and it'll eat you from the inside out. And they said one person so far, it's been one report of someone passing away because of Legionnaire's disease. That shit crazy, y'all. That's why I guess my grandmother and them used to always, my grandmother was so old-fashioned, she used to boil her water. Like when she used to make tea and stuff like that, like when my grandmother made tea, she would boil her water. She would put it in a big pot and put tea bags in that shit. Don't ask me why, but she said boiling the water will purify it. See? Uh-oh. You better go to that store and get that bottled water. East New York said it's crazy because lately the water over here in Brooklyn has been having a funny taste. Oh, Annette said it's 3 people now in Harlem. See? Just 2 weeks ago, there was only one report. Now it's 3 people that passed away from this shit, man. This is insane. Well, I got something for y'all right here. I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all right here. Y'all do know who this is, right? Y'all do know who this is, right? Y'all do know who this is right here. This young man right here is. Well, I'm going to show you who he is. This young man right here is the son of Atlanta's most #1 couple, Kirk and Rasheeda Frost. That's who he is. He's the son, Miss Tanja, of Atlanta's most famous power couple, Mr. Kirk and Rasheeda Frost. Uh-oh, my man GP said, hold up. That's Benny's son, Big Dice. 10 seconds. So you mean to tell me all this time? But then again, hold on, let's get to this. Because that happened down here in North Carolina to my uncle. That's a fact. If you're married to a woman in the state of North Carolina, you can look this shit up if you think I'm joking. This shit is so fucking fucked up. You can look this shit up if you think I'm joking. If you are married to a woman in North Carolina and that woman should have a child, even if DNA proves that that child is not yours, you are responsible for that child and you will be deemed as the father. And you can be ordered to pay child support. Pay attention to that, y'all. And you can be ordered to pay child support. Well, this young man right here, allegedly, is the named murder suspect And this young man right here, Atlanta rapper, may he rest in peace, Mr. T. Hood. Now, Atlanta rapper Mr. T. Hood has been known to have a very, very violent relationship with this young lady right here. This young lady right here is Kirk Frost's oldest daughter before he married Miss Rasheeda. And they was in a very, very turmoil relationship, fighting each other, 911 calls, domestic violence allegations. But you know, after you go to jail, she come back home, they make up. You understand? You understand? But this time, the fight must have went a little too far. Must have went too far because they're saying that it was a dispute between these two that made this man, the brother, get involved. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? Because they're saying that he might beat it. That's a fact, Annette, because I was just getting ready to say that. Ladies, this is why you have to be mindful and careful of what information you decide to tell your brother, your father, your uncle, your mother, because your mother will tell your fathers and your brothers too. Or you should be very mindful that you should tell the men in your life that should happen to care about you. Friends from your neighborhood, friends you grew up with, an old boyfriend, etc., etc. Because this is what happens. Now, the Atlanta police is supposedly looking for him to give him a warrant. Let's check this out.
Hello and welcome to 11 Alive Midday at 11. I'm Aisha Howard. At this hour, police are still searching for a motive behind the shooting death of Atlanta rapper T. Hood, the son of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta stars Rasheeda and Kirk Frost, now named a suspect. 11 Alive Stephanie Chaynock joining us from the newsroom. Steph, the investigation is still ongoing, but now police are saying it could have been self-defense.
Yeah, Aisha, that's the very latest. Gwinnett County Police are still investigating, but say self-defense could be behind the shooting death of 33-year-old rapper Tevin Hood, also known as T. Hood. And there are a lot of moving pieces being shared into this investigation. Gwinnett County Police have named the 24-year-old son of reality stars Kirk and Rasheeda Frost, Kai Frost, as a suspect in the rapper's death. We also know the home where Friday's deadly shooting happened lists their daughter, Kelsey Frost, as a resident. And according to social media posts, she and the rapper seem to have been in a relationship. If you watch the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reality series, then you are very familiar with the Frost family. It was on October 9th, police found Hood shot inside a home in Snellville around 7 p.m. Police say Kai Frost and other witnesses remained on the scene after the shooting. In an update released yesterday, police now say the shooting is being investigated as a possible self-defense case. According to the latest report, Gwinnett County Police say a domestic disturbance occurred at the residence, resulting in a female victim sustaining physical injuries, and that the shooter arrived to the residence after a physical altercation had taken place and then separated himself from the residence before the shooting occurred. After the rapper's death, Kelsey Frost, his alleged girlfriend, posted photos of the two together on her Instagram page. The caption, Aisha, reading, "I love you." Aisha, we did reach out to both Kelsey Frost and her father, Kirk Frost, for a comment this morning. We have not yet heard back. Also to mention, Aisha, this morning, her brother, Kai Frost, the suspect in this shooting, his Instagram page seems to have been deactivated.
All right, very early on, Steph, will continue to follow this developing story. Thank you. So many
Lord have mercy. Keisha, Annette said he's out of Atlanta. If anyone knows the Frost family history, that boy is out of here. See, people fail to realize. Hey, Keisha, I see you, girl. People fail to realize that Kirk Frost is really a gangster. I don't think y'all really know the history behind Kirk Frost. Hey, Lola. She said the older brother shot T Hood, but T Hood beat up the younger brother first. City Bam, I see you in the building, beloved. You see? You see what I mean? And all this started over something that we probably always seen in our neighborhood. A couple that is known for being violent towards each other, or a couple that is known for violence, and then outsiders get inside and step in because they say, well, if she's in love, she's not going to know how to leave him. So Kai was living with Kelsey and T Hood. All I know now is so much stuff going on. It's so much stuff going on with that Frost family. Lola said Kai stepped to T Hood about his sister and he beat Kai up. So the little brother, the one that we see right here, he stepped to him, I guess trying to find out what's going on with the situation or defend the situation with his sister. But we always was told, stay out of a couple's relationship. We was always told that, because if you try to break up a couple that's fighting, what usually happens, y'all? Maybe it's just me. If you try to break up a couple that's fighting, what usually happens? They wind up turning on you. She said, Damon, this is why I didn't tell you and my brothers about that situation I went through. Brooklyn would have been torn up and it was just a random mook. Damn. And that's a fact, Harley. If you try to get between a couple that's fighting, everybody knows the outcome. Jai said the same thing. They're going to flip on you. I saw the shit done. I had cousins down here that be going through shit with their baby fathers, because I told y'all, you know, a couple of my aunts down here got juke joints, because it seems like it always happens at a fucking juke joint. I've had cousins that were at my aunt's house, and then my cousin baby father come through, and because what my cousin said happened with her and her baby father, one of my cousins approach him, or one of my other cousins, or one of my uncles, or maybe me, and we try to get to a resolution, like we try to get to the bottom of a problem, and then it goes left. It goes left because the slightest increment of disrespect, sucking your teeth, disregarding somebody talking to you about their loved one can escalate. Can escalate. And she said, it's sad. She didn't even call her little brother. He happened to be living with them. Huh. GP said, yo, people got murked breaking up couples fighting. Facts. He said, I keep it moving, even if I know them. You know what? You're telling straight facts, yo. Because me personally, I've been, my cousin, her and her husband come down here from Maryland. Every year, Labor Day, they are here. If you go to my aunt's house, if you want to have a good time and then just enjoy a great atmosphere with my family and my little cousins and friends, you have to leave my aunt's house before it gets dark. Before that moon pops up in the sky and before that dark takes over, you have to leave, or you're going to see something pertaining to violence. Because once people been sitting in the sun all day from a barbecue, drinking beer, drinking shots of liquor, drinking margaritas, smoking weed, sniffing coke, doing pills, whatever people are choosing to do, at the end of that night, the whole day just turns into a bad scene. I've watched my cousin and her husband fight. I remember one time they started fighting, and I just looked around. I told my cousin, yo, I'm out. He said, yo, where you going? You don't see what they doing? Yeah, I see what they doing. But I'm not going through none of that bullshit. My cousin husband, he's pulling his shirt off. He's so intoxicated. He's saying, look what she do to me. Every time she want to get mad at me, look what she do to me. His back and the side of his neck is scratched up. Now pay attention. If his back and the side of his neck is scratched up, can y'all tell me what's happening? Because it wasn't sex that put no scratches on his back. If a man has scratches on the back of his neck and on his back, he's trying to get away. He's trying to walk away from the situation. Y'all agree? Y'all agree? This man got scratches all on the back of his neck. And then he said something to me. He said the first thing she'd do is start talking about y'all. Like my cousin, she know how I give it up. And I never knew until he told me this. He said, Joe, every time me and her go through something, like they can be in Maryland, my cousin bringing my name up or my cousin Kev name up. Because we the cousins from Soul Food. We gonna make it happen. He said, yo, she always saying your name. And you know what I told him? With the calmest look ever. My nigga, if that was my motherfucking girl, I wouldn't give a fuck how tough none of her family members is when it come to me. I don't give a fuck if she was talking about threatening to call your cousin. Call him. Call your cousin and let your cousin come to me trying to disrespect me for what me and you going through, and I'm going to leave him right where he come. I'm going to leave him right where he come. I wish a nigga would tell me some shit like that. I'm going to leave him right where he come. And I told my cousin, yo, stop putting me in y'all shit. You going to let him hit me? Listen to me. Yes. Yes, I'm going to let him hit you. Because I've seen you scratch him. I've seen you punch him in his face. I've seen you hit him with bottles. Yes. Tell you the truth, my family has had conversations when they left. Like, why won't he just bust her ass one time? This what her own family, her intermediate, her circle, sisters is saying. He need to bust her ass. She keep putting her hands on him. Because I'm going to keep it funky with you, y'all. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me, man. That's a fact. Don't put your hands on me, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Don't put your hands on me, man. That's why I've never been in no relationship, thank God, except one, my son mother. And because of what my father showed me, that's why I had to walk away from her when she began getting upset or trying to fight. I walked the fuck away. Just don't put your hands on me. And the only reason why I didn't put my hands on her, because one time, I never forget, we was in King's Plaza. I spoke about this before. Rest in peace to my nigga $500,000. We going to Pratt Institute to do a show. My man used to rhyme. Me, my friend Do Dirty, we had a single out with him, and he wanted us to go with him like hype man shit. You know, he was a little stage fright and shit like that. My son mother was so upset that whole day because she was off that day. And since she was off that day, I decided not to hustle the whole day. I'm going to spend the day with you, doodle head. Whatever you want to do today, we going to do. We went to got something to eat. We went shopping. And then we was in King's Plaza. We was standing in CVS online. And she was like, yo, you got to go to that show tonight. I'm like, yo, I've been told you I got to go to this show. This show has been booked for about a month and a half, 2 months. She starts arguing. Me and her going back and forth, and she spits in my face. I'm 23 years old. I slapped my baby mother through the potato chip stand. I'm talking about spit in my face. I slapped my baby moms through the potato chip stand. The security guard walked up on me and was like, yo, I said, don't put your hands on me. He said, yo, I'm not putting my hands on you. They calling the mall security to come. And I walked out of CVS. That shit bugged me out. Yeah, Harley, I remember that 6-hour show. That's one of my favorites. Just don't put your hands on me, because me, I really don't like to argue. And especially if it's somebody I care about, much less love, I'll be like, you right, and I'm out. But see, my mother told me something back in the days when she was here, bless her soul. She said, some women, you can't walk away from them when they upset. She said, you see what happened when your father be trying to get out of here? And then I thought about it. My mother would run across the bed like a superhero. I tell you the time when she threw my grandmother keys and the shit poked in the back of his shirt and blood came everywhere. She told me this. Do not walk away from a woman when she is arguing and she is mad. It could be very dangerous. And to this day, that's why I made the executive decision to leave my son moms alone. I've never been in a relationship where I had to be fighting nobody. And I refused to be in a relationship where I had to be fighting somebody, because I used to watch my uncle and his baby mother go through some of the most vicious royale fights. And I told myself as a little boy, the way it scared me to see them hurting each other. My uncle, she cutting him, he stabbed, he bleeding, she ripping up shirts, her eye is closed, black and blue mark, busted mouth, teeth and all that shit. That shit terrified me, man. There ain't nowhere to live. That shit traumatized. That shit got me traumatized to this second right now. That's why I always told people, when I see people, especially a couple arguing and they've been drinking, it pushes me back to when I was a little kid. Rest in peace, my Uncle Robert Earl. And my Aunt Doretha, she's still living. They used to really, really drink real heavy, man. And my grandmother and them used to be down here, and sometimes I'd be over there chilling, spend the night. Yo, the shit used to scare me so bad, I used to run in the closet and close the door. Because when I saw them fighting, it seemed like two demons were going at each other. And my cousin, the one that I told you, scratched her husband up, their daughter. I used to be so scared. She used to come in the closet and sleep with me. Like, she used to sit right next to me, holding me. Like, don't worry about it. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. So to this day, that shit kind of fucks with me. If I see couples arguing and I see a bunch of alcohol or some drugs around, it kind of pushes me back to when I was young. And I'll be starting to say, you know what? Let me get out of here. Let me get the fuck out of here. Because I don't want to see no more shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's like that's fucked up. I'm 52 years old, y'all. If I'm at a party or if I'm at a club or a get together and I see a couple arguing and they've been drinking, I'm out. It could be a misunderstanding. They might not even going to continue to argue. I'm telling you right now, I'm out, because it flashes me back to when I was a kid and to a certain feeling that I just don't like. Because I used to watch my uncle and my aunt, fight. I never watched my uncle beat on my aunt. I never watched my aunt beat on my uncle. I said, I used to watch these two fight. It's just not for me. I just don't like shit like that around me. It fucks with my nerves to this day. That's a fact. To this day, that shit just fucks with my nerves. I don't even like seeing, like that's why I say when I see women and men arguing, I be like, I'm out. Especially if they're in love, because a motherfucker in love with you will kill you. Y'all don't be wanting to tell the truth. A motherfucker in love with you will kill you. Y'all know my aunt killed my uncle. My Uncle Sonny Boy is my Uncle Robert Earl brother. I told y'all, my aunt, A motherfucker that love you will kill you, y'all. That's a fact. And I don't want to be the witness to nothing, and I don't want to see nothing in my mind that's going to have me more fucked up than I already am. You heard me? And that's a fact. I just don't believe in that type shit. And for everybody that's here, I'm glad y'all seen. If anybody didn't see when I first did the story about KENNEKA Jenkins and what's going on, everything I told y'all happened. Now they just letting it come out more and more. I've been did the KENNEKA Jenkins show, so go back and check that shit out. Well, y'all know I just got back from the doctor right before I went live for y'all. So set your bell notification for later on. I appreciate everybody coming to get this grown folk content. Let's go.
Party. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me, fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me, shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me, eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me, mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me, that before the signer, you ain't join a mob with me. You wasn't in the hood with me. No. You ain't play the back block and bust a jug with me. You ain't clean the ratchet off and load the clip with me. You ain't ride uptown and cop no drip with me. When niggas came bustin', you ain't bust back with me. My first 50,000, you ain't touched that with me. Them 12 skinnies, you ain't sling those with me. Them late night murders, you ain't seen those with me. While you was up early getting ready for your class, we was lighting candles up and burning all the bags. You was on your way to school, we was on the ass. Beating up a junkie cause he stole a nigga's stash. Product of my gutter, bitch, I'm really from the trenches. Them 12 skinnies, when I stuff them look like ditches. Ain't worried about no static, we not ducking any tension. Somebody ever try me, then somebody get injured. Hurry. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?